Hi everyone, it's Tiffany. I'm back in The Sims 4 and we are back to building our rainbow townhomes. I almost said tiny homes. Ooh, maybe I should do rainbow tiny homes next. Anyway, today we are working on yellow. So we did the red and the orange, as you can see. Spoiler alert. Make sure you go back and check out those videos if you haven't seen them. But we're working on yellow today. So we're going back to like the 2-story. As I typically do with, well, I shouldn't say typically. I try to do with some of my builds. I build on live with you guys on YouTube. So I had a lot of help and suggestions from y'all for this yellow build because I truly didn't know which direction I wanted to go. In the end, I did end up going for I think it was like more like Mexico City because at the time, Love Struck had kind of just come out. Not just come out, but it's the newest expansion pack at this time, right? But I really wanted to use those bold colors and do like, I don't know, what I had been building in my Rags to Riches challenge or something similar. I still was pretty unsure with this overall though. Like the foundation, I had no idea what. I think, call me crazy, but I think the Sims team, like, I appreciate everything they do with the fixes and like adding in new swatches and everything, but please, 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 please let me color my foundation whatever I want to color. Like, let me just apply wallpaper to it. Is it that hard? I don't know. I'm not a game developer. It could be like the most difficult thing in the world, and for that ignorance, I am sorry, but I'm telling you, I've had it. I hate trying to find a foundation that matches. I just want, it would have been nice if I could just do it all yellow. So normally for this type of build, for the Mexico City build, I would have just kept it flat on the ground. I wouldn't have put a foundation on it, but since all the other townhomes had foundations, I wasn't going to work like that. So I had to do that ultimately. But I did struggle with foundation just generally across the board, to be honest. I think it might get worse, or this might have been the most difficult one. I'm not sure. I'll remember when I get to it. Because if you didn't know already, I did film all of the builds already. I wanted to film all of them before I started releasing them. I don't know. I just wanted to do it that way. So, anyway, back to the focus at hand. I was a little torn about like what fencing and stuff to use, and then again, I'm jumping back and forth with the foundation. I truly did not know what to do because nothing was screaming the theme that I had or that I wanted. Anyway, other than that, I think it turned out nice with the bright yellow color and then that roof. I think that was the Jungle Adventures roof. I can't remember now. Sorry. And then I just hopped over because I forgot about the number signs that I had been doing. But I kind of wanted to use the tiled stairs to give it a little character. And of course I like the back porch, or not the porch, the back, what do we want to call it? Fencing. That one obviously is great. It fits very well. And then I put it in the front, and then we just put in the basic stuff. And then I decided, well, I didn't decide yet. I was like, should I do this to match the stairs? Because I kind of wanted to match the stairs. I don't know. The foundation, I kept going back and forth with that. I don't know how many tries it took me. Gosh, that was a lot. But anyway, we are doing a little bit of interior now. So the upstairs and then the downstairs. The downstairs, if we ever go back there, which I don't know. I was trying to fit as many bedrooms in here as I could. But we have that little bathroom off to the corner downstairs, and then open plan very much downstairs, just with all of that space. And then upstairs, like I said, I tried to make as many bedrooms as I could. I wanted to house as many people as I could. But I did go back for the just other things, foundation and everything. So you'll see me switch a lot. But anyway, I wanted to do this very beautiful, like glamorous looking wallpaper that's in that main room there, but also it kind of was a little too much, but also I love it. So I don't know. Maybe the yellow was a little too much. Maybe I went a little too hard on the yellow. And again, circling back to my previous videos in this series, I mentioned, yes, I am decorating like this house in yellow. It is a yellow home. However, I'm trying not to go too yellow. I want it to just be the main color with like other accent colors. So if I choose to do yellow and blue, that's totally fine. It's whatever. So you see I did that with that bathroom right there. But I feel like I fear that I went a little too yellow on this one. It's a lot of yellow upstairs. The upstairs, I'll be honest, I think like that one, I'll wait till we get there, but there was, I think, too much yellow upstairs. But the downstairs, yes, there was a ton of yellow, but I think it ended up working. And of course, I wanted to put in some yellow flowers and shrubs and everything. And then I had the bright idea to use those bushes. Okay. Those rose bushes to cover up the foundation so I didn't have to work on a foundation color. How perfect. I thought that was amazing. That was such a good idea. Good job, me. Doesn't it look so much better? I had to cover it up. I hated every foundation choice that had been made. Anyway, now I kind of throw out a bunch of different couches because, again, I'm trying to look for that accent color. And I didn't want it to be yellow on yellow on yellow. However, it did get to be a lot of yellow. And then, obviously, I skipped around a little bit there to put that one in the back. But I don't want to spoil it yet. Well, wait. I did want to use that cool TV, and then I decided to take a break on the living room and do the kitchen because I at least knew what I wanted to do with the kitchen. So I wanted to do white everything, but then I'm looking at it and I'm like, this is so unbearably bright. Like, it is so bright. You can see it right now, but it does look very nice and clean. I will say that. And obviously if you dim the lights and change all of that, that'd be a different story. I did still want to put in some more, I almost said gold. I mean, yeah, gold counts. I wanted to put in more yellow, so I did try to do a couple things here and there. You know, a couple little additions without making it super yellow, because this is the point where I'm like, wow, this is too much yellow. Too much yellow. So I did break it up with a backsplash, which I think really helped a lot. And then over here, I really wanted to make a cute little dining table, and I went with like kind of a bistro look for that. But then I fell back into this is too much yellow pattern. Honestly, I think this downstairs turned out great, even if it is a little too much yellow. I think it looks beautiful, and I think if you just change the lighting a little bit, you could even, I wonder, probably do like a blue tint to the lighting as well, and it would make it look a lot better. I don't know. Might be a little too much if you did a blue tint. However, I wanted to make it a little cluttered in that corner because it did seem a little too empty. Just a little too empty. And then I wanted to fill it out just with some other accessories. And then I was like, time to go back to the couch. And with fresh eyes, I decided to go with this couch. I just loved the pop of the two couch cushions on it, the purple and the red. This honestly isn't my favorite shape of couch, and it was really hard picking an armchair that I liked that went with it. But all of these ones on the screen now I really did like in some way or another. And I chose to use in those ways. And then I had inspiration to use that blue from that little ottoman stool thing with the like really bright yellows, the blues and the pinks. So that really helped. I did struggle to put that somewhere though. And then I switched it up and went with pink because the pink in the TV frame. So it's a lot of bright colors. I don't know if I should have stuck with the blue. The desk, I wanted to put a single desk in here. Another thing I suggest that I would love to see from the Sims team are more single desks that aren't like ugly. No offense to that one, but it's definitely not the vibe for this room. But I also didn't have many other options, so that's what we ended up going with. And then adding greenery in here just really put it to like pulled it all together. I do love greenery. Greenery to me, well, obviously I'm a huge plant gal. I've said it before, I'll say it again. I live there. I live in plants. I breathe plants. So almost all of my builds have way too many plants, but it always really pulls together a room. I just love it. It's just, I don't know why. It's just like a nice snap of fresh air, I guess. Anyway, wanted to put in some more cute bright colors, and then that ottoman with the little pink throw was perfect that I put in downstairs. And then I forgot I didn't do the bathroom yet. The bathroom, I love using this growing together herringbone tile. It's one of my favorite bathroom tiles, and I love that it had a yellow swatch, so it's perfect. It's very easy, and the shape of it was easy to work with as well because I actually made it the proper shape. You know how I always complain about how I do that to myself. And then I put the window in front, or sorry, the mirror in front of the window. And do you want to know why? I think it works because we were going to put a curtain there anyway, and it's right on the street. And why not, hang a mirror there? And then you don't have that like weird view on the street. I thought it was interesting. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Is that too much? Maybe it's too much. But back in the backyard, I definitely wanted to get some seating. I really wanted to do like the little umbrella table, the little bistro look. I thought it definitely fit the vibe. I don't think I put anything else out there. I think that was pretty much it. Sorry about the atrocious moving around. I tend to change my mind a lot. All right, so upstairs, I feel like I got a little too fancy upstairs. So, oh, sorry, I had to mess with this plant for like 40 minutes because I didn't want it to clip through the wall. But upstairs, I feel like it's just so fancy with that big fancy fireplace. And I basically just duplicated the same bathroom upstairs, which is always an easy time. But the fireplace, I fear, is a little too fancy, but also at the same time, it's a cute little hangout, you know, with the two different chairs. And, you know, you can hang out there, light a fire. And then I got to put in a hamster cage. I really believe that the hamster cages should be smaller. Just my opinion, my unpopular opinion maybe, I don't know. But the reason I never use them in any of my builds is, the number one reason is they are too big. I mean, yes, okay, I get it. I've had hamsters. My sister has hamsters. We are well educated on the hamster universe, and I know that it is proper to have your hamster in a very large space. Some people say large spaces are not great for them, but that's literally the best thing you could do for them, is provide them with a very large space. So honestly, that cage is great for them. But let's just say in the sim world, we can just say it's a little too big. I miss the like little tabletop cages, but the Sims team's out here looking out for all the hamsters, so I appreciate it. Also, can we just note how nicely that bed goes with that wallpaper? Because I think it's stunning with the gold and the purple. It was really nice to be able to use some other colors. So this room I definitely liked because I got to use a lot of the purple accents. And then, of course, there's the red and the strawberries. It was a little small, though, the whole room just generally, so I wasn't able to do much with it. I mean, I know I could have crammed some things in there, but it just wasn't the vibe. So I tried to do what I could with it, and I do love that chair. It's so cozy looking. And then I went with that brighter color because I thought it kind of went with the strawberries, perhaps. I don't know. I just threw a bunch of colors in this room because I thought it needed it. And then, of course, we wanted these bookshelves, get it? To add a little bit more something in here. So I just threw some toys up there. But yeah, if I could have thrown like a desk in here, or like, I don't know, better little nook. I feel like I did get a good like reading nook. I don't think I have a bookshelf in here though, like actual books, but they could go somewhere else to get a book and bring it back. It's not a big deal. So I had to put in some more art, of course, because we need the art. This is a room I'm kind of unhappy with. It's like, it's just a little too fancy, honestly. At the end of the day, I was happy with it, but also looking back, I'm like, this is such a fancy bedroom. But like, that's fine, right? I mean, that's just how they decorated it. I feel like it just is so opposite from the rest of the house. I tried to blend it or do a little less gold with the blue accents on the bed and on the dresser. And honestly, it's cute with the picture and the plant and the mirror and everything, but I don't know. Let me know what you think. Does it fit the house? Does it not fit the house? I feel like there's something weird about it, but I do love it. I love the room itself. I just don't know if it goes. It's a little weird. But we just got all these little I love these pictures / posters. They're just so nice and they fit with so many different things, especially in like kitchens and stuff. But anyway, back to this at hand. It was a lot because I tend to do this a lot. I make these rooms weird shapes and then I can't quite figure out what to do with them. So this ended up being okay though, because you know there's this little area where they could watch TV and read if they have a book. I wanted to put a little bookshelf on, or I always say bookshelf, a little whatever that's called, a little book nook, I don't know. And then a little moss ball aquarium I thought was cute. But just adding some finishing touches, and that is going to be it. And we'll go ahead and take a little tour. All right, here we are, ready to take a tour of our yellow home. And yes, you do get a little sneak peek of our greenhouse coming up soon. Anyway, love like I said a billion times, I love the decision for the roses to cover up the ugly foundation. The only real complaint I have here is I think this is a little too blank, and I don't know if I should bring one of these down, the little window frames. I have no idea if I want to do that or not, but it is a little blank there on the front. But as we walk in, here is what we see. Isn't this just gorgeous? I love the yellow and the pink together. I think it looks so good. We'll go over there in just a second. But of course, we have our little computer station. This is just, it's so giant, the bookshelf or whatever, but we love it. Okay, going over into the bathroom. It's so, I don't know, it just seems so dark in here. I don't know why. Because we have that light. Maybe it's because of the shower if I move the light over a little bit. But it's so fun. You do see the window a little bit, but that's okay. That just gives you a reminder that that's acting as a curtain. Okay. Let's move along into the kitchen area. I really love this kitchen. I do think the lights need to be dimmed quite a bit just because it is so bright in here. But very, very cute. We have the little dining section over here. And then right outside, we have our porch. Oh, we love it. And then, of course, if you come down off the porch, you have your little barbecue area and your dining space. But let's go back in here and we're going to go up. I do love how there's two entrances to this kitchen, even though this is like dining technically. So it is kitchen dining that's open. Let's go upstairs and see. We have our little bar here. And then this is our fancy landing room. And honestly, it looks a lot better than I thought it was going to, because I thought it was going to be super, like, way too fancy, like I mentioned a few times. But I think I quite like it. Maybe there's a little too much gold. Maybe we needed a different carpet to mix it up. But I do think the hamster cage really helps us out there. Walking into the second bathroom, I do love our carpet in here. It gives a little something to the vibe. And then we are going to head back out here to, let's go here, to the main bedroom, which is a little bit of a tight squeeze. And it's so cute, but like I said, I'm not sure. I'm just not sure. It might be a little too fancy. I think some of the rooms in here are too fancy for this house. And then to the kids' bedroom, really, really cute and colorful. I do love all of the pinks, purples, yellows, etc. So cute. But that is it for this build. All right, you guys, that is going to wrap up our yellow townhome speed build of our rainbow townhome series. Next week we'll cover the green townhome, which you can see is right there, a little sneak peek. It is definitely one of my faves, so you don't want to miss it. But let me know what you thought of this build in the comments. I want to thank you guys so very much for watching. Be sure to subscribe, and I will see you next time.